Councilmember Parker, are you present?
I am present.
Excellent. All right.
I'm also here too, Chair.
Oh, thank you. I didn't see you there, Councilmember Richard. Excellent. And Councilmember Johnston, I believe, is not present. But we do have a quorum, so I think we're good. Okay. Just switching agendas here. Sorry, everybody. All right, I will now do the 10-second countdown for the Metro Nashville Network. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Traffic, Parking, and Transportation Committee on Tuesday, March 2nd. It is 5:19 p.m. I would accept a motion that is about the executive order regarding electronic meetings. If anybody needs it, either I or I'm sure Hannah or maybe John Cooper could read it for us.
I can make that motion, Mr. Chair. Pursuant to Governor Lee's executive order number 78 regarding electronic meetings, I make a motion that this committee meeting agenda constitutes essential business of the Metropolitan Council and that the meeting electronically is necessary to protect the health, safety, and welfare of Tennesseans in light of the COVID-19 outbreak.
Great. Can I get a second, please?
Second.
All right, Mr. Cash seconds. All in favor, please say aye. I'll go through my roster here. Cash?
Aye.
Nash?
Aye.
Chair is aye. Parker?
Aye.
Bridger?
Aye.
That's great. We've got 5 ayes. Any opposed? I don't think there is anybody to oppose it. Great. We can move on. The only thing I would note by way of a chair's report here is that we just in the Public Works Committee reviewed the item about the smart parking plan, which will go to the commission. So there will be more discussion there. We are running a bit late today, so I'm going to skip a staff report. We do have one late item to consider. There's a late resolution that amends RS 2020-656 by replacing the exhibit thereto, the transportation plan, with a revised version thereof. I think most of you were present for the discussion about that in Public Works just a moment ago. Could I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
In a second?
Cash seconds.
Any discussion on that? All right, I do not see any hands, so let us take our roll call. Cash?
Aye.
Nash?
Aye.
Chair votes aye. Parker? Come back. And Ms. Vercher?
It's just on the amendment.
This is on the late resolution. Yeah, just the housekeeping cleanup for the transportation plan.
What was the vote in Public Works?
I believe it was unanimous to approve. Is that correct, Mr. Chair? Mr. Nash, do you recall?
Yes, 9-0.
That's correct.
Okay,
9-0.
So if we're unanimous, it'll be on the consent agenda?
That's correct.
This is a late resolution, so it will not be on consent.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
You're right. Thank you, Mr. Cooper.
Thank you, Director Cooper.
Ms. Vercher, did you want to vote on this one?
No.
All right. Do you want to abstain?
Yeah.
Okay. And then coming back to Mr. Parker. Okay, hearing he may have departed the meeting, so we will take 3 in favor, 1 abstention, and 1 possibly now absent. So we'll keep that in mind for future items. Moving on to bills on second reading. We have BL 2021-622 by Sledge and others, changes the name of Kearney Street from 4th Avenue South to Inslee Boulevard to Bianca Page Way. I would accept a motion to approve.
This is Councilman Cash, so moved.
Need a second?
Nash,
All right, any discussion on this? Seeing no hands, all in favor, please say aye, or I guess we'll go through and roll call. Cash,
Aye.
Nash,
aye.
chair votes aye, and Ms. Vercher,
On this one also, Chair.
you're abstaining? Okay. I've got, Mr. Parker, are you with us again by chance? I do not see his name on the list. Unless he comes back and somebody notices, let me know. I'm going to treat him as absent for the rest of the vote. So we have 3 in favor, 1 abstention, and that will go to the floor. Recommend 3 in favor, 1 abstain. All right. BL 2021-646 by O'Connell and others makes amendments to various provisions of Titles 2 and 12 of the Metro Code to facilitate the implementation and operation of a smart parking program. This one is flagged to be deferred for 1 meeting by rule because it does not yet have a recommendation from the Traffic and Parking Commission. This is the action we took in Public Works Committee as well. I would accept a motion for a 1 meeting deferral.
I think we decided it didn't need a motion. It's deferred by rule.
Oh, you might be right. Is that correct, Mr. Cooper?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
All right. Though I do see Mr. Cash's hand up. Mr. Cash, did you want to say something before we just?
Yeah, I mean, I want to comment on the bill, but it's being deferred, and
Mr. Cooper, does it require a motion on the floor?
It does not. It'll just be announced. It's deferred by rule. It's a charter requirement, so the council can't take action on it tonight.
Okay. Is there a forum for Mr. Cash to have a comment? Could I just?
And I know we're behind too, so I guess I can wait, but I don't know how quick it's going to be, but
yeah, I guess in committee I can just give you the speaking stick here.
I'm going to do it.
Right.
So I had some concerns about this, and I'm glad it's being deferred because I need to communicate about it more. My concern mainly comes down to that I understand that this is a part of a plan that's about metered spaces. But nonetheless, it concerns me that part of a plan for managing our traffic system, our parking system is moving forward, and we're waiting on other parts of it. For example, like 2 examples in the bill are in A, under parking enforcement patrol. It refers to, it empowers a parking enforcement patrol that does, and it gives it power to enforce metered areas. And the next one, B, talks about the primary duty of this parking enforcement patrol relates to parking meters. And I know that that this is going to be thought of, but there are limited resources. So I'm nervous about this part of a parking plan being instituted before we talk about the other parts. Right now we have 5 parking, correct me if I'm wrong, but 5 parking enforcement officers, and 4 of them are downtown, and 1 of them covers the rest of the city, is my understanding. And I think that 5th one took some fighting in the last council term to get. I've got small businesses that need parking spaces for their customers. They're struggling. I've got constituents who are doing the work of getting residential permit parking and paying each year, but there's very little enforcement of the parking on their streets, of the restricted parking on their streets. I've got a park that I've got, a major employer that's a great institution, but has many employees parking in the neighborhood in many different places. I've got street parking for a park that gets taken up every day, and there's no enforcement for that. So I would really like for us to start talking about the other aspects of this parking plan sooner rather than later. And think that's I think that's what I want to say for now. So, and actually I want to ask Councilman O'Connell, when is it Monday that the Traffic and Parking Commission meets?
That's correct, March 8th. So it's funny that you say this, Mr. Cash, because honestly, in Public Works, when I heard it was going to be deferred by rule, I thought about putting my hand up as well to say something fairly similar to what you were going to say. So I do think we're going to have some time to discuss this further, both through the commission and the council process. And I will work with you to make sure that we do.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Great. All right. So we will take no action on this because it will be deferred by rule. And then I'm going to see if I can catch us back up a little bit on the schedule and get Mr. Nash to his next committee by seeing if we can run a consent agenda for the remainder of this. Any objection to my trying to create a consent agenda over the rest of the bills on second and third reading here? I don't see anything that's likely to generate much discussion, having reviewed the agenda items already.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
All right, so I'm going to go through these as a caption and run it as a consent agenda, and if anybody does need to pull something and discuss it, just let me know. BL 2021-648 abandons an approximate 80-foot portion of Leah Avenue right-of-way between 7th Avenue South and 8th Avenue South. BL 2021-649 abandons alley number 2058 right-of-way south of Lebanon Pike and east of Rucker Avenue. BL 2021-650 abandons alley number 142 right-of-way and easement from Leah Avenue to Drexel Street. BL 2021-651 abandons an unnumbered alley right-of-way and easement from the 6th Avenue South and Oak Street intersection southwestward. BL 2021-625 abandons a portion of alley number 2004 right-of-way and easement from Baptist World Center Drive northeastward to alley number 2003. BL 2021-626 abandons alley number 434, alley number 428, and alley number 628 right-of-way. BL 2021-627 abandons portions of alley number 177, alley number 178, and alley number 202 right-of-way, and easement from between 4th Avenue North and 5th Avenue North. BL 2021-628 abandons White Oak Lane right-of-way from Hillsborough Pike to White Oak Drive. So I've got, am I correct, Mr. Nash, you've got a motion to approve those as a consent agenda?
You are correct.
All right. Can I get a second? Mr. Cash, you willing to second that?
I'll second it.
All right. I saw him. Oh, it's Ms. Johnston has joined us for this final vote on the consent agenda. Thank you for popping in to rescue us with a second there. All right, great. Then I will roll call this. Let me make sure. Do we have any discussion on any of these items or anybody need to remove anything from that consent calendar? All right, seeing no hands, hearing no need to do so. I will go through the roll. Cash.
Yes.
Ms. Johnston.
Yes.
Mr. Nash.
Aye.
Chair is an aye. Mr. Parker, have you returned? I do not see you. And Ms. Vercher, I believe you are still here.
Yeah.
All right, can I get a vote from you on this one?
Yes.
All right, we have a consent agenda passes 5 in favor, 0 against, and that takes us to the end of our agenda. Thank you, everyone, and we are adjourned.